Keep your light on, keep it bright, or he will visit in the night. From the dark at 2:30, the Shadowman will come for you. Don't look too close, avert your gaze. A frosted breath, a shadow's haze. Step too near, the dark will creep, stealing pieces while you sleep. And when the final shade is gone, your whisper fades, the light moves on. That's all the post had said, just that stupid, creepy rhyme. I'd been scrolling through Reddit, reading through some creepypastas when I found it. The Shadowman, posted just minutes before by an anonymous account. No comments, no upvotes or downvotes. Like I was the first person to see it. The only person, hopefully. Because try as I might, I can't find that cursed post again. I hadn't really thought much of it at the time. I just read that rhyme, then closed the window and went back to scrolling. It was that very night that everything changed. I woke in the middle of the night with a sense of dread, like something was terribly wrong. I just didn't know what yet. The room was cold, freezing actually. My breath fogged before me as I checked the alarm clock. 2:30 a.m. The sense of dread intensified, and it took my conscious mind a minute to realize why. It was that damned rhyme. From the dark at 2:30, the Shadowman will come for you. I look around the dark room. I don't see him at first and I start to relax. But then my eyes adjust to the dark and I can see his silhouette, a black shape in the furthest corner. He was tall, his head almost brushing the ceiling. I stared at him for what felt like minutes. He didn't make any attempt to come for me. He didn't move at all. Slowly I reached for my bedside lamp, keeping my eyes fixed on him, and flicked on the light. There was no one there. I managed to convince myself I'd imagined it, that it was just a shadow I'd not noticed before. But that didn't explain why the shadow wasn't there anymore when I turned the light back off, or why the room was noticeably warmer the second the light turned on. By the next morning I'd largely put it out of my mind, writing it off as a mix of bad dreams, the dark, and that creepy rhyme sticking in my mind. It wasn't until I was walking to work the next day that I noticed something off. The sun was behind me, my shadow should have been directly ahead of me, like all the others I could see, but mine wasn't. It was leaning to the left. Not a massive amount. It was a subtle difference. No one else seemed to notice it, but I did. It got worse as the week went on. My shadow grew fainter each day while stretching further and further from where it should be, as if trying to get away from me, and each night I'd wake to a cold bedroom and that shadowy figure lurking in the corner. Each night he seemed a little more substantial, his silhouette a little darker, as if he was growing stronger. Each time I'd turn on the lamp, he'd be gone. I tried sleeping with the lights on a few times, but I'd always wake to darkness. Lamps, torches, hell, I even tried candles. Nothing stayed on overnight. I even went to a hotel for a night. He followed me. 3 days after my first encounter with the Shadowman was when I noticed the changes in my reflection. Like with my shadow, it started subtle. A split-second delay in the mirror reflecting my movements, barely noticeable. But now I can bear to look into the mirror. The delays are undeniable, and it started to move on its own. I made the mistake of looking into one today. My reflection grinned back at me even though I was on the verge of tears. My shadow has almost vanished completely, like the light is passing through me. Yet what remains continues to pull away from me, trying to escape. If I sit and watch it, I can see it squirming, twisting this way then that, even though I'm sitting still. If it was just the strange shadow and the reflection, I think I could find a way to cope, but the worst part started yesterday. Now I walk into a room and people don't notice me, like they can't see or hear me. Then when they finally do, they act like I just materialized out of the thin air. This morning, I knocked my keys off the kitchen side. I tried to catch them and I swear they passed right through my hand. I can feel it. Some part of me is fading. I'm becoming less substantial, less tangible, and I know I don't have long left. If I can't stop it, then I just hope death will. But my new fear is that I'll be kept alive, a part of this world but unable to interact with it, a living ghost, dead in every sense except being at peace. All because I read a stupid Reddit post. Why would anyone post that? That's the question that's been on my mind all day, and as the minutes tick by bringing me closer to 2:30 a.m, I think I have an idea. Why would anyone share that post? Maybe they had no choice. Maybe they'd read it somewhere else, had gone through the same horror I was now facing. What if sharing the rhyme was the only way to save yourself, to pass the curse on? I don't know if it'll work or not, and if it does, I'm sorry for what is about to happen to you. I'm going to post this to Reddit and record it for YouTube. Someone will read it, and I guess if you're reading this, then that means it's you. I'm sorry. I may just have doomed you too. But if this does work, if I'm saved and able to, I will post a follow-up to let you know. Then you can pass it on too. For both our sakes, pray I make it through the night.